Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Katarina. Happy New Year! I hope 2021 has started great for all of you. I'm personally so ready for this new year and I'm so ready to wrap 2020, but there are still a couple of videos that I want to film about last year. I'm so glad to say 2020 is last year. So today we are going to do my last empties for 2020. So I do have some empties over here. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those end of the year empties where it's going to be all of the beauty products you finished. I wish I collected all of my beauty trash this year, but I didn't think about it. Previously, when we lived in our old apartment, I didn't want to store my beauty trash after filming the first empties video because we did have so little storage space. Beauty empties weren't necessarily worth of taking the space, but now we live in this house that we moved in a year ago and we do have so much storage space. So after this year I want to film one of those, all of the beauty products I finished in a year videos, because I actually want to see myself what it looks like, how much of products I finished, and also I do think those are fun videos to watch. However, I filmed an empties video last time somewhere in the very beginning of November and I have finished some products since then. So I want to film an empties video where I will share the things with you that I finished in the end of the year in 2020, so that we can have a fresh start for 2021. So let's just go through these products. I do have here quite a bit of makeup, then I do have here some hair care products and a couple of skincare products. So let's actually start with the hair care because those are the bigger bottles. So first, I did finish the Paul Mitchell Instant Moisture Conditioner. It was alright, but it wasn't my favorite. I don't think it was that spectacular, and this one is a little bit pricier. Now I do have from Paul Mitchell their Detangler Conditioner, and that one actually I think is a little bit better than this one. It really helps me to detangle my hair, as the name says, way better. And you know, I don't think the moisture this gave was that great. I mean, if I really want to make my hair silky smooth, I'm just going to use a hair mask. That is what I usually do after silver shampooing. Other than that, I use just my normal conditioner. But yeah, this one is a little bit pricier than the Detangler and I don't think it's as good, so I'm not going to repurchase this one. Then I finished a couple of leave-in treatments from Paul Mitchell. So first, the Avapue Moisture Mist. I didn't really like this that much. I don't really think this did that much. I had to spray a ton on and still I felt that it doesn't really give that much moisture to my hair. And well, as you can see, I do have platinum blonde hair, so my hair is really damaged. It is rather dry. Now I do have from Paul Mitchell this super strong liquid treatment, and for some reason I do feel that this one actually works. Like, I feel it right away when I spray this to my hair that it does something, or maybe I'm just thinking that it does something, but at least I can clearly see a difference when I use these two. This one I actually do really enjoy. The Avapue Mist, not going to repurchase. Perhaps this would be a good product for someone who does not have like color treated hair that is damaged. And then last but not least, from Paul Mitchell, this is one of my holy grail products. I have been using this for 6 years, I think, or even longer. I don't even remember. But this one is the Paul Mitchell Super Skinny Serum, and I don't know how many bottles of this I have gone through, but this is something that I always keep repurchasing. So after washing my hair, I do have one of those hair towels that I let to be on my hair for a while, and after that I used this one first and after that this one, and then I can actually comb through my hair when it's still wet and it's easy to comb through. So yeah, I really do love this. It makes my hair so silky and so smooth. And yeah, I do have a repurchased one and it's something that I keep always repurchasing. Oh, and by the way, something I want to say about Paul Mitchell is that their hair care is pretty expensive. So I typically buy their products from Lux Plus. Lux Plus is a website where you pay about 10 euros a month to be a member, and you can always unsubscribe from the membership. But once you are a member, you get the products with really good discount, and with my experience, even if I get only a couple of products, the discount is going to be already more what I paid for the membership, and for the members the shipping is always free. Let's move on. I do have here a couple of skincare products. Yeah, I do have here only two. These are both moisturizers. One of these is actually a deluxe size sample. I got this one from the big box and it is from a brand Avant. It's their Deluxe Hyaluronic Acid Vivifying Face and Eye Night Cream. It was a really nice cream, I'm going to say that. I enjoyed it while I had it. However, a 50 milliliter jar of this one costs at Look Fantastic 110 euros and 95 cents. So, needless to say, not going to buy it anytime soon unless I win from Euro jackpot or something. So, totally out of my price range. But I liked it. But do I think it's worth of that expensive price tag? No. You can for sure get moisturizer for a lower cost that works just as well. Then the another moisturizer I finished is the Body Shop Aloe Soothing Day Cream. I do actually have another one of these. I haven't opened it yet. I do want to use another moisturizer before that. I do think this is a nice moisturizer. It's good for my combination skin. I do have at the moment quite normal skin, but I do have dry patches somewhere, but my T-zone still gets oily. So it's like a true combo skin, and I do think this works quite well for me. But if you do have really dry skin, this one probably is not going to be moisturizing enough, at least during winter time. And then in summer, when you need to use SPF, I would rather have a product that does both moisturizes and works as an SPF. So yeah, I do have another one of these and I do think it's good, but something I will say about the Body Shop moisturizers and skincare, I think it can be a little bit overpriced, at least if you look at the normal price. So I'm not ready to pay the full price tag for these products, but they do have really good sales. I have noticed that when they have their larger summer sale and winter sales, they almost always have these aloe moisturizers, so both the day cream and the night cream on sale. But anyways, I do like this moisturizer. It's a nice basic day cream, quite lightweight but perfect for my combo skin. The rest of the products I think are makeup products. I do have here one brush, but the other products are actual makeup products. So let's start with the brush. This one is from EcoTools. In general, I do really like EcoTools brushes. I do think they are great quality, they are affordable. I haven't had any issues with the quality of my brushes except with this one. I don't know if all of these little bit fancier brushes are that good, but their normal brushes, they are great. And I do like how they use recycled materials. So almost always when I am in a need for a new brush, which is really rarely, I want to buy EcoTools if they have something, but they don't necessarily have the best selection. Their face brushes I love, but the eye brush selection is not the greatest. Anyways, this brush unfortunately wasn't the greatest quality. I think this brush is called their Complete Cover Complexion brush or something else like that. I'm not sure, the writing has written off. Let me show you what happened with this one. So it just like came off like that. Not the greatest, and I have had issues with this brush shredding. I used this one as my cream contour brush. I don't typically like to apply foundation with a brush, even though this brush is meant to be used for foundation, but I do prefer with my foundation to use a sponge, but I used this to cream contour. I did like the shape and size, but it is unusable now. Then I do have here one primer. So this is the Gosh Velvet Touch Foundation Primer. This one was in my almost full face of makeup project pan. I don't really like this This is one of those really slippery silicone primers, and while I do like pore filling and smoothing silicone primers, I like them to be kind of like creamy thick formula. This one was just like slippery and it would make my makeup slide off my face, so I'm not planning on repurchasing this one. Then I finished one of these Catrice HD Liquid Radiance foundations. This one is in the shade Ivory Beige, so this one was my winter shade, and this was actually the last of these that I had in my collection. I do still have one in a little bit deeper shades. I actually decided to declutter it earlier, but I took it back because I bought the NYX Born to Glow foundation. I'm actually wearing that today, but the shade that I bought is way too light for me, so I had to take the deeper one of these that I had back to my collection because I could not make the NYX foundation work without mixing it in with the deeper foundation, and then the deeper one of these that I had was way too deep for me to use on its own, so problem solved. Now I can use both the NYX foundation up and the Catrice foundation up with mixing them in. I really do love this foundation, but unfortunately it is discontinued, and anyways, this is one of those Catrice foundation that had really poor shade ranges. Recently Catrice has put out way better shade ranges, and I'm ready to buy those that do have good shade ranges, but this one, even if it wasn't available, if they didn't expand the shade range, I wouldn't buy it. But I got to say, this is the best UV foundation I have ever tried. The coverage is amazing. It's definitely more on the higher medium side, and also for being a radiant foundation, it does wear really well. I do have here one powder, so the NYX HD Studio Finishing Powder. I have been talking about this quite a bit recently. This used to be my holy grail, but it's not anymore because this one actually gives me a flashback if I film with a ring light, and that is what I need to do like 8 to 9 months out of the year. I just don't have the best natural lighting, so I do film with a ring light, and I don't necessarily like having powders or other makeup products that gives me flashback. That's why I don't love it anymore. However, it is a great powder. A little bit makes my face so smooth. I used to be really picky about my foundation feeling just like smooth and matte. I didn't want any tackiness. Now I don't mind it that much. I do still prefer if my face doesn't feel tacky, but this one was my favorite because it took all of that tackiness away. Then I do have here one more face product, the Essence Keep It Perfect Makeup Fixing Spray. Probably the worst setting spray I have ever had. There is something in this that if I spray it to my face, it messes my eye makeup and it doesn't do any good to my makeup. This was in my almost full face of makeup project pan, and I was able to use it up both as to wet eyeshadows and also as a makeup setting spray, but I would spray this one to my makeup sponge and then go over my face with the wet sponge, but I wouldn't spray this directly on my face. I did finish one brow product, so the Pixi Natural Brow Duo. In my opinion, Pixi is like one of the most overhyped and also overpriced brands out there, and I cannot be the only one who thinks like that. I'm sorry if you are a Pixi fan, but I'm not. I mean, this is the only product from them that I have ever really liked and that I have repurchased. I just think the most of the makeup I have tried from them is not that good. Their eyeshadows are the worst I have tried. I will say I tried one of those mesmerizing palettes, so I don't know about the more normal looking palettes, but the mesmerizing palette, it was so sheer and bad and it would look just muddy on me. I absolutely hated it. But other than that too, I don't think the makeup has been anything that great. And the prices are really high because this one is considered being a drugstore brand, and in Europe the prices are the same than some of the higher end brands. I mean, I have seen on some online stores that are located in Europe or in Nordic countries, Pixi products to be sold at what, 30, almost 40 euros or even more than that. That is just way too much for Pixi quality. And also I got to say I hate their packaging. Like the light green plastic feels just so cheap. I mean, yes, I know a lot of brands use plastic packaging, but this light green, it looks just so cheap and childish. I don't know, in my opinion the products are not great. This is the best product from them I have tried. And I do have actually another one of these that I have started using now, but I'm planning on panning it in 2021. I don't think there's necessarily anything wrong with the product. So the product is their Natural Brow Duo. So there is a tinted brow gel. I personally don't like brow gel on me. It just makes my few brow hairs look so hard and not good, so I just skip it. I use just pencil and powder, but then I really used to love the pencil, so hope you can see that. It's one of those kind of like a little bit similar to the ABH Brow Definer. And I really used to love this for quick and natural brow days, but I can get the same look with tiny brow pencils too, so I just prefer to use a tiny brow pencil. So in future, the only brow pencil I need into my life is the NYX micro brow pencil, so that's why I want to finish my last one of these, but after that I don't want to purchase it again, and yeah, I'm not really that keen on Pixi either. Then I finished the Milani eyeshadow primer. I do think this is a great drugstore eyeshadow primer. I do have now a deluxe size of the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion that I'm using, and I did purchase on Black Friday the Urban Decay anti-aging eyeshadow primer potion. I don't know, I just think those are like the best eyeshadow primers. This is good too, but you know, maybe if it is a really long day, this one doesn't hold my eyeshadow on place as well as those, but that comes from someone who has really oily and hooded lids. But on a normal day this one works great too, and I did quite like it, but now I wanted to buy the Urban Decay, especially since I was able to get it with a good discount on Black Friday. Then there is only a couple of Lash products left. So the worst mascara I have used in a while. This is the Benecos Natural Fun Size Mascara. I think this one claimed to be like volumizing. Well, it wasn't. This is one of those mascaras that just kind of like gives this black tint to your lashes, but it doesn't provide any volume or anything. I mainly used this one before applying false lashes, because on its own, if I don't wear false lashes, it's not enough. And I don't necessarily even expect like a lot of drama and a lot of volume. Like, I know there are people who are way pickier about mascara than me. I mainly expect that it makes my lashes look nice and that it doesn't too much. But you know, I know that if I want my lashes to look extra nice, I will just wear falsies. So I don't expect mascara doing wonders, but at least it should do something, and this one did not do anything. And then last is the House of Lashes Lash Adhesive, and this one is in the shade Black. I really do love House of Lashes Lash Glue. I think it's the best one out there. They do have both a clear one and a black one. I do still have the clear one. And what I do is great about this one is that it holds everything on place. One thing I will say, even after taking the lashes off and eye makeup off, there might be still a little bit of lash glue on your lashes. I have heard Paulina Beauty criticizing this lash glue because of that. I personally don't mind it that much. I will rather take that than a lash glue that doesn't hold my lashes on place. But also what I think is great about this one is that it stays flexible. So even when it dries down and it holds everything on place, it doesn't start kind of like flaking and irritating your eyes. And that's what I think is amazing about this. However, I won't be buying the black one again. I have recently been wearing less false lashes. I do still wear them when I'm filming. I do like the look of them, especially with more dramatic eyeshadow looks. However, to work, I nearly never wear lashes anymore. So I don't really feel I need to have more than one lash glue in my collection, and the clear one I think is more versatile, because that one I can wear if I have just like the thinnest eyeliner ever, or even if I decide to skip tip eyeliner. Totally would recommend House of Lashes, but this is just one of those products that I don't purchase anymore. I have actually been thinking if I would film one of those beauty products I no longer purchase video, and Black Lash Glue totally would make to that video, as well as really dramatic false lashes. I mainly stick to these Ardell Demi Wispies nowadays, but there are other products too, beauty products that I don't purchase anymore, so let me know if that kind of video is something you would be interested in seeing. I could totally film that a little bit later. But yeah, that is everything for today. Those were the last empties of 2020, and I'm so glad to start 2021 fresh. And from now on I will actually save my empties even after filming my empties videos, so that in the end of the year I can film one of those yearly empties videos. I think that will be fun too. But yeah, that's everything for today. Thank you so much for watching this video and see you on my next one. Bye bye.